गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुस्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। पेज 199 वर्स 194 onwards। मेघाकाशमहाकाशौ विविधद्रुमशोभितौ विच्येते न पामरैः तद्वद्ब्रह्मेशयोरैक्यम् पश्यन्त्यापातदर्शिनः उपक्रमादिभिर्लिङ्गैः तात्पर्यस्य विचारणा असंगं ब्रह्म मायावी सृजत्येष महेश्वरः सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं चेति उपक्रम्योपसंहृतम् यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते इत्यसङ्गत्वनिर्णयः इत्यसङ्गत्वनिर्णयः. We were seeing the topic of Ishwar Brahma Vivek, and in that topic the very purpose of the Panchadashi car is to establish the limitlessness of the self, because all the sorrows are some kind of thing which is other than me and is real. So there is a world existing, I feel it is other than me, it is real, it has joy, but I don't have that. If something was other than me and it had no joy, then a problem was not there. A world other than me is existing, it has joy, it has importance, and I don't have that. And because I don't have that, and maybe other person has that, and therefore I have feeling of limitation, of feeling of inadequacy in me. I am inadequate. I am incomplete. I am lonely without that. I am alone. Or I am unfortunate because I don't have. Or I am a competitor and I'll try to get it. Therefore I will do action. Therefore I will get the resources. And Vidya and Shankaracharya Bhagavan says typical expression, avidya kam karm. He proceeds like that. So whole life is chasing some imaginary goal. Because it is imaginary, therefore you cannot attain it. And we will pass away to again chase in the next birth. Therefore Kathopanishad says, Mrityo samrityumapnoti ya iha nanev pashyati. One who has this nanatva, that I am different, world is different, I don't have joy which world has. I don't have importance which world has. Fame I don't have, maybe money I don't have, maybe child I don't have, maybe husband I don't have, health I don't have. And I can get it. I can get that joy. And all these are based on sheer imagination. Because the one who has what you don't have, he is also unhappy. Maybe he is more unhappy. You think he is happy. But if you go and find out, you will feel that I am a little better than him. Because what has, he has to maintain also now. At least I have only problem of not having it. But he has a problem of having it and maintaining it and wanting more than what he has. So we are in a, what shall I say, fool's paradise. So purpose, don't think it is academic study of Vedanta. It's not mere academic study. It has to do with me. It has to do with real me, because as is your definition about yourself, accordingly will be your sorrows, joy, goals, schedule, relations, competition, anger, pride. Everything center of every thought is this incomplete I. I don't feel incomplete because of money. I feel incomplete because of child. So I'll go and see how I can get a child. I don't feel incomplete because of child, but I feel incomplete because of friend. So I want to socialize. I have joined some clubs. I am the silver holder, card holder of that club now. It's quite a feast, but at least I go there, I socialize, I drink, I eat, I talk. I feel I have a status. I feel I am also someone among all those people. Supposing you feel no, I need some more. I feel incomplete because I have not visited various countries. I have not gone to what is it called, West Indies. I have not gone to Guyana or Trinidad. I have gone to Argentina, but from there I did not go. Brazil I want. I have only Brazil nut. But I have not gone to Brazil. They are the best in football, so I think I should visit one Brazil also. Now this worm has entered my mind. Those who are in Brazil, they are not more happy than you. They are lesser happy maybe. But this is an imagination that if I go there, I'll feel full. Maybe for some moment I feel, wow, I got it. But after any experience of the world, you are back like the rubber band. After I leave it, it is back on its own point. You do anything, you become Indra, that sense of finiteness does not go. And therefore Upanishads come to help you and me. And Vedanta Swami has written this Prakarana Granth called Panchadashi, simplifying what is in terse form in the Upanishads. He has given 300 words to explain. As I told you few times, Vedanta Swami is considered a genius in his composition, and Panchadashi is a masterpiece. So he is trying to say there are Ishwars. One is empirical Ishwar, other is absolute Ishwar. Yesterday's class. And the topic of Brahma Ishwar Vivek started from what is that? 104? 104. 104 to 209. So that topic is going on. And what you have understanding about Ishwar will decide a lot about everything again. Because Ishwar, I said, is most closer to you. Whether it is empirical Ishwar or whether it is absolute Ishwar. So, Esh Sarveshwara Sarvagyaha Antaryami Jagat Yonihi, we saw that. There were 4 points given. He is omniscient, he is omnipotent, and he is in and through me, and he is the cause of the world. We had seen all the words in detail. You can refer back to your notes or the recordings. Now, this question was raised by Purva Paksh. Purva Paksh means opponent. That somewhere it is written world has come from Ishwar, somewhere it is written world has come from Brahman. So Vedanta Swami says these are scriptures use the loose language somewhere. Brahman means Ishwar there, because Brahman directly cannot modify to create the world. You heard that. After that, he gave the example of how people confuse. Avajananti mam mudaha manushim tanumashritam Param bhavam ajananta mama bhuta maheshwara. Bhagwan Krishna says that ignorant people belittle me and think I am only in a human form. Param bhavam ajananta. I don't know how devotees will interpret this. Param bhavam ajananta mama bhuta maheshwara. So they don't know my param bhav. Yesterday I had talked about the empirical or vyavharik Ishwar. Always understand, as long as I am a small doer, you need a bigger doer to support your small doer. As long as you are a small enjoyer, you need a bigger enjoyer to purify a small enjoyer. As you are a small knower, you need a bigger knower to make that small knower become equipped. So three things are called sansar: karta, bhokta and jnata. So on the upadhi of sat, it becomes karta. On upadhi of chit, it becomes jnata. Upadhi of anand becomes bhokta. Vivarth on sat is karta. Vivarth means superimposition. Vivarth on chit is jnata. And vivarth of anand is bhokta. Please don't miss this important point. Moment you are doing any work, you should not do it alone. You should not do it alone. There is a bigger doer available who has made earth or Brahman, who is giving fruits of action, who causes the death, who causes the birth, who knows. So wherever your individual doer is, there the cosmic doer is also available. Taking help from cosmic doer. So one who is the cosmic doer, cosmic enjoyer and the cosmic knower is called Ishwar, empirical Ishwar or vyavharik Ishwar. And some aspect of prarabdha, if it is not full or incomplete, so definitely you bring that. I mean, when you say, no, my prarabdha here is not good, that means on that issue you can't do much. Your doer is more truncated or limited when it comes to dealing with this person or when you say, with this person or this issue, my prarabdha is good, that means on that area your doer and enjoyer can flourish more. But where your prarabdha is not there, your enjoyer and doer can't expand. But enjoyer doer is there, but field is not there. Place of expression is not there. But when you bring the cosmic doer, cosmic enjoyer and cosmic knower, you empower your individual knower, enjoyer and doer. This is very important. And therefore your work, he will do it. Your work, even your sadhana. Bhagavan says, Yogakshemam vahamiyam. But not for everybody he will come. Like you don't do everything for anybody. He said, Ananyaha chintayanta. Somebody who invokes me continuously. Somebody whose life is as I wanted him. He has pleased me. Not everybody you will help. You can help, but you will not. You have a lot of money. Somebody says, I want to, Patrick was here. Patrick was one servant here, worker. So Patrick was here. So one day he said, give me some money. I was alone in the ashram. I don't have something to eat. I gave him 100, 200 rands, whatever is there. So I don't know what he did. But after any time I gave, I saw that he is drunk. He used to drink and he was drunk. Now my desire to give him went away after that because I didn't want that he should do. I said, do one thing, whatever you need, you will write and give it to me. You need something, you write and, well, no, I need the money. I need the money. I said, I said, you drink. If I give the money, you will be again tipsy and you will. One day he was lying in front of Roshni's house. Remember that? And interesting thing is, Stanley used to check him every day. What work? And then he said, hey, Stanley is like a stone on my head. Because he was running away from the work. And Stanley was asking, Stanley and Patrick and Prithviraj and Rishin, this combination was there. Rishin, you know? You were not there, you were not there. Koshki was there. Every day he used to check the accounts and all mistakes were there. Prithviraj used to scold a lot. So if I saw as a doer that your nature is not as per mine, so I will not be, my doer is not for you. My money, my capacity, my food is as long as you are in tune with what I want. So you do wrong things and you do pray, then prayer won't work. Prayer will work. Prayer means only you want the cosmic doer and his knower. So empirical Bhagavan is very good if you know how to bring him in your each moment. And therefore, you will become relaxed if you live a very pure and angerless life, because he will come into your life. And slowly, slowly he will take over your life. If you are not doing something, then you will be in trouble, because you will struggle with you will not be able to complete your sadhana. Whatever you are doing, slowly it will all wither away. So we saw that there is a use of this Vyavharik Ishwar that is there. Sopathik Ishwar, Vyavharik Ishwar, Maya Upahit Brahman, that is required. When you have gone pure enough that you are not affected by anything, any of the world, that is called dispassion. Dispassion means people, place have lost its power to create sense of importance and anger in me. Where you have anger, that means their dispassion is not there. Where you have desire, that means dispassion is not there. Every disturbance is a sign of lack of dispassion. You may play, but I am very much affected, I am very much, I was taken aback. That means on that issue you are very obsessed. Obsession is a disease, because you are trying to be illogical there. You are trying to make something happen which is not possible with that person or a situation or with the fate. You are, what shall I say, flogging a dead horse. If I could have changed, I will change the person. But I cannot change that person. I cannot change a situation beyond a point. When you bring Vyavharik Ishwar and be devoted, slowly you become dispassionate. And after that, same Ishwar comes to tell you about his Paramarthik nature. And therefore, you will be surprised to know that in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has said there are 4 kinds of devotees. And among 4 kinds of devotees, Jnani tu Atma ev me matam. Jnani is myself. Because maximum identification only Jnani has that. So, this Ishwar is being talked in Panchadashi now. And that was called as Brahman. Please don't forget, without Vyavaharik Ishwar, you will never be able to get out of your small doer and enjoyer. And with keeping your small doer and enjoyer, you cannot be Drishta and Chaitanya, because that will keep you occupied. Enjoyer doer means that keeps you occupied somewhere. It keeps you busy without business. Therefore, you can never come to the seer portion, what Vedanta will talk. For 1 hour you can listen and talk as an entertainment. But you will have no growth emotionally. Unless one has grown emotionally, he will never be able to go to the seer which is behind that. Because emotion will be a wall to go to the one who is behind all experiences. Because that emotional personality will be angry on somebody, demanding on somebody, complaining against somebody, jealousy with somebody. This way whole day and whole week and whole year will pass and whole life will pass. And in between you will listen to Vedanta. It will no impact on your sorrow and joy. A very little impact will be there. I don't want to discourage too much. And therefore, very important is, please sort these emotional issues of your life. Let us know that this is an issue in my life. I have an issue with me. Don't with others. When you have issue with me, then only you are in conflict with somebody. You are not in terms with yourself, and therefore you are in conflict with one person. You have not resolved that inside obsession. You have not resolved the attachment. You have not resolved the ego. Therefore, that is reflecting with reference to somebody. And if this person was not there, another would have come. Vritti searches its object. Like hunger vritti will search a food somewhere. Anger vritti will, I already have anger in me. I'll search somebody who is not doing as I want. I have jealousy vritti in me. I'll search somebody who is going ahead. On the road I see one car going ahead, I'll also try to go ahead. I'll compete with that car on that. Well, how he went ahead, let me now speed up. So if you are not sorted out these matters, so I will say, klesho diktaras tesham, Vedanta will be tedious, difficult. Vedanta has no problem. Vedanta is king. You have to listen to Vedanta ultimately. You have to. Today, after 10 years, after 20 years, after one birth, this you have to listen. This alone will give you the final peace. Now, this is mentioned how, upkrama, upsamhar. Yesterday one shloka I had. Abhyaso, apurvata, phalam. If you remember. Arthvadopapattischa, lingam tatparya nirnayam. This was mentioned in 195 verse. And what you say? Upakramadi bhirlingaihi tatparyasya vicharanat. One should know, one should make inquiry of the Shastra. What exactly is said here? What is the vivaksha? Vivaksha means vaktum ichha. What really the Upanishad wants to say? Because many things are said, but what is the main point? What is the real point Upanishad wants? And then what he says, asangam brahma bhavati. Yesterday I had mentioned that Brahman is asanga. After that, full stop. So after that comes Mayavi. Mayavi is Ishwar. Mayavi srijati esh maheshwara. Mayavi means one who is holding the Maya. This word is from Shveta Shvetar Upanishad. So Maheshwara and Mayavi in same vibhakti is there. Nominative singular. So Mayavi Maheshwara Eshaha. Eshaha. Eshaha Mayavi. Esha Maheshwara Srajati. Srajati. He creates. So differentiation of both can be seen now. Both can be seen now. Now you are a student. Please note, Vedanti will have to have devotion. Because already he has gone through the processes. If somebody is postgraduate and you ask, are you 10th class? Pass, then it's a foolish question. One should hit him. Because Similarly, if one is already in the stage of understanding absolute, that means he already has lot of devotion. Already he has no problem of his mind. Already he is not jealous of anybody. Already he has no complaints with somebody. Because this thing will not allow you to give a time also. Negativity means that keeps you unnecessarily involved. Involvement without evolvement. Involvement without evolvement is called your negativity. Like growth is there, calm is there. You are very involved, heavily involved, lot of working, but there is no zero evolution. Peace is not there. Freedom is not there. Fault finding, I am not free from fault finding. I am not free for expectation. I am not free from depression. I am not free from anger. I am not free from passion. I am not free from anxiety. I have anxiety attack. Panic attack is there. So that is, I have not gone into it. Do jap, please sit down and do jap. 100 mala. 100 mala, I'll die, no problem. We'll send the body, don't worry. Doing 3 shifts, 2 shifts, but one day you have to come out of all those things. Because it will block your vision of Vedanta actually. You should be evolving. Evolution should be there. Evolution, more is the evolution, more time you will get. Evolution and time are synonymous. More evolved you are, more time because time is equal to mind. More mind you have with yourself, more time you have with yourself. It is not, I am timeless, I am mindless. I don't have a mind. When I am free, I am in other occupations. I am thinking what to do, why I have to do that, why he did not do that. So don't make, I have no time, I have no mind. I had time, but I wasted it. Or I am postponing it, or I was worried. So more evolved you are in your life, more mind you have with yourself. You have a complete mind. Like I have a complete book with me. I can write anything, I can read anything. I don't have a mind on which I can work anything today. Many work I want to do, but it is not available for me. It will say I'm tired. It will say I'm very sleepy, I have headache. So time is not an issue, mind is an issue. So more you grow in your life, more mind will be there, and therefore great people can do lot of work in the same day. I used to see Gurudev 18 hours, so many things used to do. So many things. 40, 70 letters. 70 letters I only saw. 70 letters. And that too, no mail was there. So it's handwritten. I used to type. 4 o'clock typing is started. Then talk is there in Rotary Club. Then morning yagna is there on the Aparokshanubhuti. Then evening class is there. Then university talk is there. Then lunch bhiksha is there. Then dinner bhiksha is there. Then he has to catch a flight tomorrow. Then tomorrow morning, you will not believe, sometime he used to come at 12 o'clock in Sandipni Ashram. And 7, 8 o'clock was his next flight. Brahmachari course is going on. He said, we will have a class, 4 o'clock morning. 4 a.m. morning class. Imagine that. And the moment he entered, he said, please close the door. Nobody should enter now. I mean, he is efficient. There was not that nobody had insulted, not that there was no health issues. Open heart surgery he had, heart attack he had, diabetes he had, blood pressure he had. All diseases. But because he had time, he had mind. And what gives you the time and mind is your surrendered attitude. You are not fighting within that why he did, why you did not do that. So if you have not used Ishwar, I don't like the word used, but still I'm using it. If you have not used empirical Ishwar sufficiently in your life, see, I am here, but how much you get benefit from me, that depends on you. I am here. Others say, Durban people are very lucky. I will ask them. They say, it's very lucky. How much you can use my presence here, how much questions you can clarify, how much doubts you can clarify, how much you can be tuned, that is up to you. I can give advice. But depends how much faith and tapasya you have. Surrender makes makes your mind very useful. Because you are emptied, so God can fill a lot in you. In front of the same teacher, many are there. But most of them are blocked or their vessel is full. So teacher doesn't have opportunity to fill the thoughts. He's already brimful or something. When I want something, you do it. An experiment for 1 year, is it working or not working? So I am same. But how much you have to use, that is a different. Everybody will have different takeaway. Depending on your tapasya and surrender. Not surrender. Depending on your austerity. Depending on your how deeper is the vessel. And how cleaner is the vessel. And how non-moving is the vessel. And how long is the vessel. Commitment keeps you available at all time. Upasana takes away the wariness. And Karma Yoga removes the dirt of that vessel. And surrender creates lot of depth in the vessel. So I can feel that. Because I don't have my own mind. Therefore, I didn't get a lot. I could have changed a lot. Because I can't obey because my mind doesn't listen. The person whose mind doesn't listen, he is not obedient to anybody. Not that there are 8 billion people in this world. Not one saint, even Bhagwan Ram and Krishna, he will not obey that person. He will fight with that also. Well, get out, I don't like Krishna. Because his mind is not there. So when you have empirical Ishwar, I'm repeating it, you create a vessel which is deep, clean, committed and constant. By doing your jap, by doing your upasana, by doing your puja, by doing surrender. Then if you are not using, if you are not understanding, I did this, is God happy with me? Is my jap very good today? No, jap is not good. Okay, I'll pray to God. Maybe I'll take a sankalp, I will not think of something. At least 5 names, Ram, 5 times. Five name I'll master in my life. Shri Ram, Jai Ram. 5 times I'll master. 5 times my mind should not vary somewhere. This is called, you are invoking the Ishwar. You are again and again touching him inside. Is it okay? Did I say well? My bhav was good here? Oh, I got angry here. I know you are not happy. 1 mala penalty. To make you happy. But one may go to the Ganges still, I lived near Ganges. I lived in the city where Gangaji was within 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Not 5 minutes. 15 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. Still many people didn't go and take bath on Makar Sankranti. Still. So Gangaji may be in front of your house, but you may not take a bath. So Ishwar is there all the time, but I am not using that Ishwar. I am not taking bath in that Ishwar. I am not confirming, because only thing I have to complete the jobs. I have to complete this work and that work and that work and that work. Whole day series of work is kept, and I'm grappling to complete one after another work. That is what I do whole day, and this I'll do whole life. Ishwar is sitting at one corner, do it for me. I say in between, I'm doing for you only. But I'm not thinking how other person is thinking. Really, that attitude, if you had done that, you will be much more livable person, because you have come closer to God. Closer to God means farther from ego. Farther from ego means you are peace, you are very love, nature of love is there. By loving God, you become more loving and lovable. Because your action is a vehicle to carry my love. Action is a vehicle and I bring I love towards the God. And when I have lot of emotions of love towards the God, when I am meeting you and her, will not that love come out in somewhere? If my heart is full of anger, anger will come out in any place. Even I'll put the low door in the angry manner. Even in my eyes, in my speech, that will come out. If I have done action which was expression of love, I have increased in my love. So completing the work, any worker will do, office worker will do. Anyone who is sweeping the floor can do. Even maid is running whole day and night. That is not what Gita talks about. When you have sufficiently brought out your emotion of love, world is a center to sacrifice. Another person feels he is very loving person. Loving means shock absorber is inside. He doesn't get shock. Loving means he is highly accepting. Loving means his words get dipped in nectar and then is served. He serves the word dipped in nectar. Like if you go in India, they don't eat jalebi like that. In Uttar Pradesh, they have dahi, curd. The morning breakfast is dahi jalebi. And not that watery dahi. It is very thick dahi. So you dip in that and then you eat like this. Scoop like that. If you had worked a lot and it was for God, my dear, emotion of love would have come. Gratefulness would have come. Thank God you are taking my seva. Thank God you brought me here. Thank God I am having a very good time. Thank God I will do something. So you become interacting with the sweetest, Madhuradipati, you will become sweeter. If you are constantly touching the sugar, your hand will become sweeter. If you are constantly touching the chili bag, your hand will become pungent or hot. Therefore, if you touch here also, forget about eyes, this skin starts burning. Hands start burning. Touching the strong chilies. So this is what I am saying, use empirically, Ishwar. Otherwise, you will not be able to grow a lot. You will know text after text. You can talk a lot, but there is no emotional development of a person. Now, after he has mastered this state, he has come very close to Ishwar. He has come very close to his doer, his enjoyer. A whole Karma Yoga is making him enjoyer of my action. His knower, God knows this, and therefore I am knowing this. After you have gone through this, and then when teacher is sent by Bhagavan and he teaches Vedanta, Vedanta is very quietly understandable. Now, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Cha iti Upakramya Upsamritam. This is from Taittiriya Upanishad. Students will know. So, the Upanishad starts with Satyam Jnanam Anantam. limitlessness of the Brahman. Now, please note, this is Paramarthik Ishwar is coming now. Paramarthik Ishwar. Absolute Ishwar. Conditionless Ishwar. Nirupadhik Ishwar. Okay. So, now, what is there? Upkramya. Upkramya means having started. It is called lep pratyaya. Upkramya. Upsamritam. How it is concluded? Yato vacho nivartante. This should be in inverted comma. Yato vacho nivartante. Put inverted comma there. It is nivartante. A is missing because of sandhi rules. So yato vacho nivartante iti. Iti means iti vakyena, by this sentence. So satyam jnanam antam. This is another inverted comma because this is the starting of the Upanishad. And yato vacho nivartante, this is the conclusion. Second valli you can see later on. So what is there? Iti asangatva nirnaya. So he is saying ending and starting should be one. So he started with the limitlessness and ended also with the limitlessness. Asangatva. Asangatva means karya karana vilakshanam. So this is, he is just giving an example. That I said, no, upkram and upsamhar should be one. So you have to take a text. So in Vedanta course, this homework is given. Please take the Upanishad and tell how starting and ending are all the same. So you have to sit with the Upanishad and check what is there. Oh, yes. Now, he is quoting Shweta Shwetar. See how much knowledge they have. 197 words. He is quoting Shweta Shwetar. Who? Vidyaranya Swamiji. What he is saying? Mayi srijitam vishvam sanniruddhastatra mayaya anyetya parabrute shrutissteneshwarasrije. You love the verses. If you get in tune with him, you will be very, very fascinated. What he is saying? Mayi. Mayi nahi maya. वो वाला मैया नहीं है. Nakarant is there. Nakarant pulling. बोले मेरी माई ने मेरी मैया ने मम्मी ने जगत श्रित नहीं ये माई वन विद माया इन प्रत्यय is there. Mayi. Mine is there. Mayi, maino, maina. So Mayi. Mai means this is empirical Ishwar. He has created the world. Full stop. After Vishwam, full stop. Sanniruddhas tatra maya anya. See the Anvay here, Sanskrit students. Anye. Anya means jivaha. Tatra. In this created world, Sanniruddha, Jeev is limited. By what? Mayaya. He is limited by Maya. Maya means Karma Phal. He is limited by the world. He can't do anything. Acha. So, Anyaha Tatra Sanniruddha Mayaya. He is limited by the world. Prarabdha means boundary line. You can't have more money than this. You can't have more life than this. You can't have more, relatives than this. You are a boundary. You can't have another wife. You can't have another husband. You can't have, that kind of child is not in your fate. That kind of daughter is not in your fate. Everywhere, somewhere wall is there, somewhere long wall, zigzag is there all around. Somewhere lot of freedom, somewhere totally stopped. This is called Sanniruddha, rok diya usko. Achha? Iti aparash brute. Brute means this Shruti has brute. In the footnote you see Shweta Shwetar Upanishad 4.9. So Shruti ten means therefore Ishwaraha srijet. Therefore Ishwar has created this. See, he is differentiating Ishwar and Brahman. I hope you are understanding. So this is there. So till 197, this topic is almost over about this aspect of Ishwar. Okay. So I will now go to the next verse. Now he is telling about Hiranyagarbha. Beautiful point is there. And from 198 to 203 is the Hiranyagarbha topic. 198 to 203. Many times you have heard Hiranyagarbha. Every class Hiranyagarbha comes. But this is where explanation is beautiful of Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha doesn't mean golden egg. Don't have this. Hiran means gold. And Garb means womb. The golden womb is not there. What is the meaning of Hiranyagarbha then? Let us see the verse. And it slowly, the Vedanta is not a linear knowledge. That, I completed one chapter, another chapter starts, third chapter. It is gradation of clarity that comes with each class. It is more a gradation in the clarity. Not new something you have heard, but the same thing will become more clearer. Let us see now, 198. Anandamaya Ishoyam Bahusyamityavaikshata Hiranyagarbharupo Bhut Supti Swapno Yatha Bhave. Now, I am Ish, Anandmaya, I am Isha, Bahusyam, Iti Avaikshat. How the creation is started. So, in the last kalp, like you have deep sleep. So, from deep sleep, you are coming to dream state. From dream, you are awaking. So, similarly, there is a pralay. There is a deep sleep, cosmic sleep is there. Why cosmic sleep is there? Because all the fruits of actions of all jivas are suspended. Why suspended? Because construction is going on. Which construction of what? Sun, moon, solar system, earth. Because this earth will be not usable after some time. After few billion years, this earth will, all the oil will go away. Fertility of the earth will go away. The orb of the sun will increase. So slowly, it is in the process of decay. Oh. So you need a pralay. Pralay is required. And in that pralay, Ishwar is there. Of course, Ishwar is there. Who will do otherwise pralay? So, and that time when pralay is there, all the jivas are in hibernation. A freezer they are there. All jivas, their fruits of action, their, what is it called, Swabhava and Prarabdha. Both Sanchit Karma, all is not that it will be lost. But for million years my fruits and action, no, Bhagavan must have forgotten, let us do something wrong. No, every, what is it, to the T it will be there. To the T, not that something will be lost, not a single fruit will be lost. What a storehouse is there. Now when the time of creation comes, why? How do you know all these things? First is Shruti Pramana, then Anubhuti and Yukti is there, a deep sleep. Why do you get up from the deep sleep? Because your fruits of action are starting. Why you went to the deep sleep? Because that day's fruit of action is over, suspended now. Acha. No more fruits are there, no more fruits are there. That means the lazy person has less fruit. No. No, By not doing, he will get lot of scolding and negligence if he oversleeps. If lazy person oversleeps, he will be, a lot of work will be pending and slowly he will be neglected. And every lazy person gets scolding a lot because he doesn't do the work. So then he also feels I am scolded all the time because you don't do anything, therefore you are scolded. Everything you are dragging. Mothers will know that. They scold because he is sitting quietly. All the work is pending, but he is sitting quietly. And Bhagavan's, Srishti is such. With highly alert person, Bhagavan places one lazy person. One who is very prompt, very nice, very alert. With him, super lazy person. What? You must have known all these things. And you wondered why this person, why Bhagavan has placed that person like that. Both are giving fruit of action to each other. He had the fruit of getting scoldings. And I have the fruit of getting irritated. I had done some action to somebody will make me angry and irritated. Therefore he is there. And he is there and I give him the fruit of his scolding every time. And he is not saved because he is sleeping. Sleeping or Bhagavan has suspended fruit of action only for a certain time. Not that indefinitely you are sleeping and saying fruit of action is not there. Your action is waiting now. And sometimes very less time is for the sleeping. Your strong fruits, strong actions are there. Darshan had come, Dr. Darshan. So he was putting on his, day before yesterday, his medical, what is it called? Medical robes are there. Because straight away from the work he came. Sometimes night shift, his whole night is there only. Sometimes the doctor sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours. Pressing fruits are there. And in the exams, sometimes you must have slept for 2-3 hours. If you have exams. So similarly, the samashti fruit of action are getting matured. I hope you are understanding that. And what he thinks, देखो क्या लिखा, ayam anandmaya, Sanskrit students please see, anandmaya ayam ishaha bahusyam, bahusyam is inverted comma, bahusyam. बोले भगवान कृष्णा श्याम, नहीं वो श्याम नहीं, बहुत श्याम. संस्कृत इज देयर. स्यात स्याताम स्याह, स्याह स्यातम स्यु, लाइक दैट. स्यात स्याताम स्यु, स्याह स्यातम स्यात, श्याम स्याव श्याम. It is like that is there. So he thinks, bahut syamiti avaikshat. He thinks, let me become many. Who? Ishwar. Ishwar thinks, let me become many. Why he thinks? Why he thinks? Because he has to give the fruit of action to the jivas. So he has to make the world to give the fruit of action. There is no air, there is no water, there is no fire. Where he will run? He wanted to eat good food, but there is no water, there is no air. How will, there is no annam. He wanted to have a good wife in the last to last birth. He did a lot of Vishnu Sahasranam and he passed away. So, how many Vishnu Sahasranam? No, he did 25,000 Vishnu Sahasranam. But that bird's wife was fixed, so he couldn't do much. Last Prarat wife was there. But now this Vishnu Sahasranam has created another wife. So, good among all the lot of jivas, अच्छा कुछ समाज सेवा करने वाला जीव निकालो भाई. Bring out अच्छा है चित्रकूट, निकालो जीव निकालो अच्छा सा. तो अच्छा nice जीव, serving जीव required now. But he needs to have body also. He needs to have eyes, ears, good. पहले तो पंचभाग भूत तो बनाए पहले. पंचमहाभूते नहीं तो कहाँ से हेयर ओवर होगा? सो बहुश्याम इति अवैक्षत. That he missed good wife this time. He missed like anything. 40, 70, 60, 70 years he had missed a good wife. But now he is getting because he has done good actions. Now from unmanifest he is coming to manifest. In between there is something called semi-manifest. And that is called here as Hiranyagarbha. See? Hiranyagarbha Rupo Bhut. Hiranyagarbha. So from unmanifest, second stage is Hiranyagarbha. Abhut. Abhut means Abhavat. Like what? Supti. Supti means one who is sleeping. Swapna yatha bhavet. Like the deep sleep state into dream state. I hope you are understanding that. नहीं? अच्छा. तपसा चीयते ब्रह्म. बोलो. तत्वन्नम अभिजायते. फिर अन्नात् प्राण मन सत्यम लोका कर्मसु चामृतम. मुंडक. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. ओ राइट राइट राइट. I hope it is very interesting. See, no gross is without the subtle controlling that. I am doing like this because the mindset do like that. Because gross can't control the gross. Gross body cannot control gross body. Swatmani kriya bhavat. Therefore, there is something subtle. If there is a gross thing, there is a movement. Dravya Shakti has to be preceded by Kriya Shakti. Kriya Shakti has to be preceded by Sankalp Shakti. And any Dravya will have Kriya. Like this is there. There is an atom and molecule in this. And this electron is constantly moving around the orbit. There is an atom there. Nucleus is there. So it has, electron is moving. You cannot see that. Electron is moving around the orbit. So this also is in action. There is action going inside that. In action is going, there has to be some sankalp, some thinking, some meditation. So Dravya Shakti, preceded by Kriya Shakti, power of activity. Power of activity is preceded by power of thinking. Sankalp Shakti. And Sankalp Shakti is preceded by Gyan Shakti. I have a knowledge, right or wrong, I am not saying. And Gyan Shakti is preceded by knower, holder of that Gyan Shakti. So 3/4 arrangement is there. One was power of matter, preceded by power of action. Power of action is preceded by power of thinking. Power of sankalp is thinking by power of knowledge. And power of knowledge is preceded by knower. This is the 4 levels are there. Okay. I am talking, this is Kriya Shakti. But this is preceded by sankalp, I am thinking and talking. But before thinking, I was knowing the subject. So knowing, then thinking, then talking, then words. If I don't know, I can't think. And before knowing is a knower, the Jeev is there. I hope you are understanding. So if I ask you to talk on a subject which you don't know, you can't think, then you'll be dumb. You cannot talk about anything. On a subject, supposing I said, please talk about what is the length of liver and how the pancreas and liver are operating together. If you want to quieten somebody, ask some question which he doesn't know. Just he'll be quiet. So this point is clear, I hope. Similarly, if the cosmos is made, you can see terrible Kriya Shaktis there. The world is in dynamic, super dynamic movement is there. In one sun itself, millions of atom bombs are blasting every second. Earth is in a full speed. Whole lot of astronauts are there, planets are there. They say this solar system is also is rotating. You know, those astronomers had come in Cape Town. They were studying astronomy. So I asked them, this is not 6 billion, it is 4.5 billion year, the ages of the sun. He was doing PhD in astronomy. So, young boys, girls, so they told that this is also rotating. And that which is rotating, this solar system is rotating around some other sun. So on that sun which is rotating, that is also rotating somewhere. So this terrible Kriya Shakti is there. And it is in harmony. It is in some kind of synergy is there. You will not believe there is no Sankalp Shakti behind that. There was a time when Sankalp was there, but Dravya was not there. Kriya had not come out. It is on the mark, get set. Not go, get set. Some run before the saying go. So that is get set. This is Hiranyagarbha. By this, hall is made. Before that, it was in mind of architect. Like temple is made. That temple now, Annapurna Devi temple. It is gross. Nice. Today Kalash will be kept. So that is there. But if you had seen in April or June it started now, or somewhere like June, May, June. It was all flat ground. Car park, people were parking the car there. But it came in somebody's mind. Then architect started making it. When everything was clear but not yet manifest, that was his local Hiranyagarbha is there. Hiranyam means gold. Gold symbolizes knowledge, sarvajñatvam. And Gar means insight, sarvajñatvam ante yasya. In whom mind is omniscience. That is called Hiranyagarbha. Because Bhagavan, if he has to make the whole world, he should know about all jivas. He should know about each thing. And ghat karta, ghatagya bhavatum arati. If somebody is making a pot, he should know how much mud is required, how is the wheel functioning. So one who makes the world should be knowing all world, otherwise he can't make it. You cannot make something which you don't know. In our childhood, transistor used to come, we used to open it, but we don't know how to pack back. You open all the screws. Opening was easier. You take a screwdriver and open everything. Everything is now scattered all around. Now we don't know where to put what. Somehow you fit some time, just save your face. But that is also not going now. Gaya our transistor. Then you go to the shop, please keep it back. Otherwise we'll get scolding. Unless you know. So sarvajñatvam, omniscience has to be there in the Hiranyagarbha. Okay. And therefore you have to say, all knowledges are in that mind. Samashti Kriya Shakti, Samashti Gyan Shakti, Samashti Ichha Shakti, One who is a possessor of cosmic power of activity, cosmic power of knowledge, and cosmic power of desire. One who holds out but doesn't express totally, he is called Hiranyagarbha. बोले अभी हिरण्यगर्भ है कि नहीं है? क्यों नहीं है? बिकॉज योर माइंड इज देयर. हिरण्यगर्भ रन्स थ्रू योर माइंड. Every mind Hiranyagarbha is acting, and therefore he has total control on your mind. He can change it. He can bring some knowledge. He can take away knowledge. He can make you forget. Matta smritir jnana pauhanam cha. So this is the topic of Hiranyagarbha. We will see it tomorrow. Tomorrow is 28th. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah.